Welcome to the Vet SOS Veteran Entrepreneur Spotlight. Remember, don't drown in the sea of transition. Grab the Vet SOS Lifeline. The Veteran Entrepreneur Spotlight is sponsored by SpearPoint Solutions. SpearPoint Solutions is a one-stop shop for leading-edge products, services, and training from multiple vendors. From AI training to corporate gifts and much more, they have everything you need to help your organization thrive in the modern economy. Check out all the valuable offerings at spearpointonline.com and remember to use the code VETSOS on anything you purchase there. That will help us continue our mission of improving the lives of those who have served. Makayla Beasley is a functional nutrition practitioner, CEO, owner of Perspective Practice. After high school, she joined the Air Force Reserves as a security forces officer, then later switched over to the Air National Guard. After separating from the military in 2019 and becoming a mom, she pivoted her career focus into an entirely different field, functional nutrition, working through her own health struggles using her knowledge from Functional Nutrition Alliance. Makayla lives in Wasilla? Does that sound right?
An hour from Anchorage.
Yeah. Alaska with her husband Chris, sons Cooper and Harvey, and her dog Lucy. In addition to food, she enjoys mountain biking, hiking, yoga, running, and photography. How you doing today, Makayla?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing well, doing well. All right, so let's start with your transition. How did the whole transition process work for you out of the Air National Guard?
I had a lot of really, really amazing leadership that really helped me focus in on making sure that I had all my benefits lined up. I switched from the air to the reserves to the guard. My unit actually shut down. It was a pretty small unit, and I was one of the only women in my unit as well. So switching over to the Air Guard, it was a great transition, and I met a lot of really amazing people.
That's awesome. That is awesome. All right, so what led you to want to become an entrepreneur?
Working for myself, I never thought I would actually. I had a few family members get diagnosed with cancer pretty much at the same time. And I had a lot of really big transitions in my life kind of all happen at once. And it really threw me into my own health and really recognizing that there's so much more that I could do with the skills that I acquired and the expertise that I had, and picking up a lot of things along the way. I think really prepared me for this role.
Okay. So tell us what, so far in your entrepreneurial journey, what is the best part and the worst part about being an entrepreneur?
I think managing the stress and balancing everything. It's a great balancing act. I really go back to one of my kids' books by Dr. Seuss, the great balancing act, understanding that, all the places that you're going to go, it's learning how to juggle and really be flexible.
Outstanding. So are you saying that the balancing act is both the best and the worst?
Yes.
Okay.
It's all sides, every perspective.
Okay. Good to know. All right. So then throughout your journey here, did you participate in any entrepreneurial programs or anything like that to help you improve your business sense or what you're trying to do with your business?
I did. I attended it's a program in where I'm living called the Alaska Warrior Partnership. I just happened upon it actually in a coffee shop and was interested and reached out to him, and I ended up speaking as one of their business highlights. So getting to be really involved in the community. I got to meet some really cool people that led me to some more cool people. I took a small business course. I worked with a business coach that was free where I was living, and it kind of just took off from there. It was like every person I would meet kind of led me to somewhere else. And yeah, it's really an all who you know.
All in Who You Know, and we're brought to you by the Who You Know Network. I love it. Great tie-in. All right, so tell us about Perspective Practice.
So I offer personalized functional nutrition counseling. I didn't actually originally start working with vets, and I didn't actually think I would go that route. but it really helped me tap into really the meaning behind my practice and why I started. I guess my big why and in helping people. I think the biggest thing that people have told me is that they feel heard. And I think that's the biggest part of healthcare right now, is that it's a missing piece. There's a huge gap in our healthcare, especially when the transition out of into civilian life. It's a really big change, depending on the individual and what they're presenting with, what they're experiencing, and really how they experience life. And that transition can be so big in between appointments for people, and that's really where I come in to help guide them and give them some really good insight into what's going on inside their bodies, and making those connections that everything is connected. Everything that we're doing, besides not just sleep and movement and hydration, and how you're connected to your spiritual side of yourself, and making sure that we're getting everything that we need and have the resources to do that.
That's fantastic. Okay, so say I contact you to to use your services. Walk me through that. How does that look when someone first reaches out to you?
Awesome. So I do a nutrition consultation, which is like anywhere from 15 minutes to 15 minutes, depending on the person. And that nutrition consultation really gives me good insight into if we're going to be a good fit together. I walk them through the process, what my services are, what's it going to cost down the road, and what next steps could be. And then we go through to a case review, which is a 2-set review, a series of 2 sessions that are about an hour long. And I really get a good perspective on who you are and everything that you're coming in with, from your medical history to timelining, really everything that's led you up to this point in time. And then I get all the information that a medical provider would get, as well as like what supplements you're on, what medical history that you have coming in. And then we move forward to nutrition counseling.
Yes, got your partner there with you, huh?
Just sit here for a minute, buddy.
There you go. That's what it's all about, is the family. Okay, so they go through all that, and like, is there a point where we're just done, or is this something that there's continuous follow up? How's that work?
I think it really depends on the individual and what they see their future look like. I see people once a month. I see people every 2 weeks, depending on if we're working on something specific, and what kind of care they specifically need, depending on their schedule and what time and effort they want to put into it. I also see people once a year. We do a little bit of a lab review. We're able to kind of check in, and it's really dependent on the individual. It's highly personalized.
Okay. All right. Outstanding. So, as an entrepreneur yourself, what is one piece of advice that you would give to future veteran and veteran spouse entrepreneurs?
That our bodies have an innate sense for resilience and healing, and there's so much more that you can do, being the person that you are, and the experience that you're really coming in with. That there are people that can relate to you. There are people out there that want to connect, and they need people. They need people out there doing good work.
Can't argue with that. We need good people out there doing good work. That is for sure. All right. So, what's the best place that the audience can connect with you and learn more about your business?
PerspectivePracticeAK.com has all my information on there, all my services, what I offer, more information on where I'll be speaking next. And yeah.
Sounds good. Thank you so much. I want to thank Makayla for joining us today on Vet SOS. On behalf of the Vet SOS family, we'd like to thank everyone for tuning in today. And make sure you check us out on your favorite podcast platforms, YouTube, and social media platforms. And please subscribe, follow, whatever you can do to make sure that you're not missing anything from the Vet SOS family of shows. And remember, don't drown the sea of transition, but grab the Vet SOS Lifeline.